Shalom to the house of Israel. I'm your brother Abaniah of the South Arm of the Great Millstone Camp here in Trinidad, Heralds of Yahushai, coming to you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. First, we give all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Haraka Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, prophets, and teachers of Great Millstone, our spiritual fathers who rule well, teach well. Peace and salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwat who follow this truth in all diligence and all sincerity. Now, this is a little lesson going into how truly wicked women can be, and how the laws and the systems set up to help embolden them in their wickedness and their evil. When you look at Jake women, they are the only women throughout the earth that have actively and continue to practice a behavior where they demonize their men, they value them as nothing, in fact less than nothing, and do everything in their power to break them down physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Because they bought into the rhetoric of the oppressor, whose sole purpose was to get that protection, that strong protection, away from the household, thus making you women vulnerable. Now, this is a story where a daughter admitted she lied about her father raping her. And as you will hear with the story, the mother was the one who coached the child, tell the child what to say. Alright, so let's just listen.
Did you hear about the father who was released early from a 20-year prison sentence when his daughter finally admitted that she lied when she said that he raped her? This is Cedric Sezi, and in 2003, he was charged with 2 counts of rape and sentenced to 20 years in prison when his 8-year-old daughter told authorities that he had assaulted her. Cedric said that life was tough in prison, especially when people found out about his charges. He said he had to join gangs in order to survive. When his daughter Pinky turned 18, she said she began to feel so guilty that she reached out to social workers and confessed that her mother had told her to lie on her father. Once the authorities were notified that Pinky was retracting her testimony against her father, Cedric was set for release. But 10 years had already gone by. He says that he forgives his daughter because she was only 8 years old at the time, and he knows that her mother had coached her. Pinky's mother died in 2007, so Cedric can't even ask her why. What do you think about this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierra with the T. Follow for more.
Well, you guys heard it. Now, 10 years of his life was lost to the maliciousness, the vindictiveness, and the evil of a woman. Coaching her daughter rather than training up a child in the way she should go, which is the right way, knowing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, observing his laws, keeping them, she trained up her child to be evil. Now, I don't know how much influence the mother was able to exert over this child, because it seems like not too long after, but within a couple of years, the mom died. Why didn't she retract her statement? Right? Why didn't she acknowledge that the mother was coaching her? What was she afraid of? What did the mother promise her? And it's unfortunate when you look at in today's society how the laws of the land embolden the mothers to fabricate lies and to keep fathers away from their children. And the system ensure that a woman could make a frivolous accusation, claim you hit her, claim you do her anything, and you could be arrested without an investigation, without any questions being asked. And these women are fully aware of the power they have in this system, yet they claim they're being oppressed. Now let's go to the scriptures here. This is Exodus chapter 23 and verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. So that daughter and that mother raised a false report against the father. And I can only imagine how that man must have felt to be accused of something he didn't do, especially something like raping his own daughter, you know? But he said he forgave her. Now, personally, me, I was not doing that, you know? Because 8 years old is more than sufficient age for you to know what you're doing is wrong, right? But that's neither here nor there, you know? It said, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. You see, Chichi, that's not the first woman who did that. For instance, when men was petitioning to get the lawmakers to make it mandatory that a paternity test be done prior to the birth of a child, women were kicking up against that. Why? Why? A man have a right to know that the child you're carrying is actually his. But you see, the statistics show, the evidence show that at least 42 to 48% of the population of men in the world are fathers to children that are not theirs. So you could see why women don't want men to be taking paternity tests, because a lot of women give men children that are not theirs, because those guys are reliable, dependable, as opposed to the other nigger who they decided to lay down for. He knocked them up and left them. Right? We get the scripture here. Talk about the wickedness of a woman. Let's see. This is Sirach 26:23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh. So, yes, what happened to him was unfortunate, but if you understand that, you know, you pay for things that you commit in your past as well as your present. This is why the Lord allowed this man to have such a wicked woman. Right? I just saw them. I'm gonna look for the precept. Because Solomon made this statement here, and it's so true. Sirach 25:19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? All wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. And you saw what this woman did. Stole 10 years of this man's life with a lie. You know, coach her daughter. Robbed her daughter of 10 years with her father. Scripture said, let the portion of a sinner fall on her. What does that mean? Scripture said the wages of sin is death. So that's the portion of a sinner. You're going to go down to the grave. And that mother didn't last long. Right? Verse 23, a wicked woman abated the courage, make it a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. And you heard the woman who was presenting the story. The woman died long before the man could get released, and he even had the opportunity to find out why she did what she did. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. What about a woman who is responsible for the discomfort and distress? That's even worse. You know? This is Sirach 25:25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guard abroad. And someone gave this woman liberty to do evil. That could have started from since she childhood. This could have been a result of poor parenting. This is verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Because look at the type of woman that woman is. This woman used her own child because she has a vendetta against her husband. Maybe he decided to end the relationship. He felt it didn't work continuing a relationship with her. And she, in her desire, probably, hey, I need to get my pound of flesh. I need to be my satisfaction. I want to ruin his life. The way how she felt, he probably ruined hers. And you see women who do this evil, because this is not something, this is not an isolated incident, you know. This is so common. This is a commonality in society. When many persons, many men, fathers have been accused of sexually molesting their daughters. And when the evidence and the truth comes out, it found out it's not true, and men spend years in prison. Men had their reputations ruined, you know, and it's so hard to come back from something like that. An apology don't fix that, you know. So that's why we looking forward for Yahushua to make that return, because this place is wicked, it's evil. Our women are truly out of order. Our women have actually joined hand in hand and become willing agents to Esau Edom. Willing agents to Esau Edom. Right? This is Sirach 26 and verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that had hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. And you know, we ain't no sensible right thinking man go and hold a scorpion. But these women seem to be a mutated, radioactive, super species of scorpion, because it seems any part of them you touch is poison. And it's sad to see a lot of women training their daughters to be nasty, bad-minded, and vindictive as they are. So, you know, this is one of the reasons we desire this kingdom to come to an end, to go into the new kingdom, because our women, that's the women that's supposed to be our support, our comfort, our pillow of rest, they are now, I wouldn't say rest, they have become pillows of stress now. You know, a nice soft pillow could give you a nice relaxing sleep. They come like pillow made of rocks, pillow made of spikes. When you lie down on it, it's nothing but pain. You know? So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I'm your brother Abaniah of the South Arm of the Great Millstone Camp, Heralds of Yahushai, saying Shalom till the next lesson.